Now that you have been exposed to the new model of reality, one that has both physics with matter and substance and ethereal with novelty and identity, together you will learn here the harmony to physically time travel. Pay close attention because this will teach you how to pick up the controller of your avatar and direct it to your destiny. Has anyone ever taught you how to play the game of life? Did you know time is linear, event-driven, and cyclical? Did you know that the past is fixed and irreversible? It is unchangeable. The present is specific, unique, and one of a kind. The future is morphing, mutable, and always in flux. The ever-present now is the sum total agreement between past, present, and future, collapsed into the ever-present now, where all life, love, and harmony exists. Karma is the great engine of the universe. The universe has no debt and maintains balance. This is called the harmony matrix. The simulation matrix is everything that is duplicated, mimicked, and contains the essence and energy of another. Both exist together to form the seam of creation. Survival is the first level to the game. The goal here is to teach you the advanced settings to the controller of your avatar in the time travel game that you play in real life. Here is how you take control of your experience and perspective in time and space. You were never the passenger. Time travelers, you are the vessel. You are the pilot. And now is the time to reclaim the wheel and remember how to use the controllers. Look around you. Everything you touch, hear, feel, taste, and see is not just happening to you, it's happening through you. Both in the aggregate system that ripples from you and affects us all. Also, the local protocols of one, the individual, born from the causes you created by actions. The consequence from your cause and effect may turn to reward when modeled in karma, the great balancer and equalizer of the universe. This model of reality ensures success on your journey to reach your destiny. They never taught you the interface. They never showed you the dashboard. They never handed you the manual to your own avatar. Today, that changes. The element of air, the eyes of imagination. Your eyes see the past, what has already happened. But air, the sacred breath of thought, remembers to see and sees to remember. Air is the element of vision, focus, and reason, but not just the kind that analyzes, the kind that dreams with precision. To imagine is to render the future visible. Your eyes are the interface of the mind's wind, the portal to memory. Yes, but also the canvas of what could be. Activate it with reverence. Reverence for your own thoughts, for skills honed like blades in the breeze. The greatest gift air gives, imagination, the flight of becoming. The element of earth, the ears of action. Can you hear it? That low hum of the present, the sound of now. Your ears are not just sensory windows. They are the anchors of your body's rhythm. Earth is not still. Earth is always listening. And it speaks in the vibrations of experience. When your actions match your presence, you become form. You become style. You become real. Memory and experience give you the controller, but sincerity makes the signal clear. The gift of earth is embodiment and stability, living your truth in motion. The element of water, the lips of manifestation. Your words are not just sounds, they are pre-manifestations. Spells and syllables, ripples in time. The lips and the gut beneath them are the oracles of the future. not because they predict it, but because they speak it into being. Water remembers the oldest truths and whispers them through instinct. Your body knows, your soul feels. Water offers the gift of emotion and the humility to feel fully. When you speak with humility, your words carry the weight of waves and the stillness of the deep. The element of fire, the nostrils of now. The fire of life comes in one breath. This one, not the next, not the last, just this moment. The nostrils are more than passageways. They are gateways of spirit, the interface of passion, of intuition, of the present moment's will. Fire doesn't remember. Fire doesn't wait. Fire arrives. Fire is now. And in that flash of presence, you ignite the true power of consciousness, intuition. It cannot be summoned. It must be surrendered to. Fine-tune it with desire and let your will be the flint that sparks your soul. The fifth mode, touch, the bridge of ether. Touch is not a single sense. It is the union of all four. It is plasma, the ancient ether, the skin's sacred circuitry. When you touch, you read reality. When you are touched, you become real to others. Touch bridges time, body, feeling, mind, and spirit. It connects you to presence and to the mystery beyond the known elements. To master touch is to access the fifth force, the feeling that cannot be taught, only known. Wood and metal, the gifts and creations. You are not alone in this dance. Wood is what life has given you, your gifts, your nourishment, your tools, roots, and legacy. Metal is what you've made, your craft, your will turned into form, the mirror of your actions. Together, they form the circle of becoming. Receive from wood with gratitude, shape with metal in mastery. They are not elements of sense, they are consequences of consciousness and the activation of awareness. You've been navigating this world blindfolded, taught that your avatar is fragile, not robust, that your senses deceive, that life is accidental. But now you see, each sense is a controller, each element is a mode, each action is a choice. The avatar is not broken, it's simply unclaimed. So claim it. Feel the humility. See with reverence. Act with sincerity. Breathe with passion. Touch with awe. Speak with power. And remember, you are never the passenger. You are the vessel. You are the pilot. And now is the time to reconnect and remember who you really are. They told you that you were a body. They told you that you were a name. They told you the past is irrelevant, the future unknowable, and time was something you watched tick away. But what they never told you is that you are the operator of something far more powerful. You are an avatar, a divine, living interface, crafted by time, tempered by spirit, felt by soul, sculpted by breath. You are not random. You are remembered by existence itself. And now you are being invited to wake up, to awaken, and to remember. Your soul sits in the diaphragm, not the chest, not the mind. The center of your being is your breath. There are 3 breaths: the outer breath, inhaling the world, the inner breath, exhaling yourself, and the in-between, the pause that holds the secret of time. This pause is where memory and imagination meet. It is the timeless portal, the presence that bends space. It is where the forgotten dwell, those archetypes, those truths, those parts of you that were erased from record and now return. The forgotten are not gone. They are the echoes of choices unmade. They are your future selves who remember what you've yet to recall. When you learn to control your breath, it is to shape time. To master breath is to command the avatar. We learn to live between moments where choices ripple in every direction. There are 3 thrones of humanity. The mind is consciousness, the antenna of self. It awakens as you act, think, speak, and will. It receives the signals of now. The more you do, the more you become. The throat is the throne of the spirit. Everything you eat, everything you say, passes through it. Do you speak poison or prophecy? Do you nourish your spirit with lies or truth? The diaphragm is the seat of the soul. It controls your tempo, your access, your time signature. This is where presence begins, not by willpower, but by awareness of breath. It is your core interface, your tuning fork, your center, your sword, and your shield. Learn the rhythm of breath, and the avatar becomes fully yours. Each of your senses is a duality switch. Each element is a temporal mode. Together, they form your navigation system. Your 5 senses are not mere receivers. They are interfaces. Each is paired to an element. Each element is paired to a mode of time. Air, the eyes, past mode. Imagination access. The gift, again, imagination. The spiritual math, intellect and reason. The tuning virtue, reverence. The chakras is the crown in white and third eye in purple, along with the solar plexus in yellow. The rulers are law, order, and energy. To control is offering, sovereignty, and activity. You see what you remember, but you imagine what comes next. Air speaks in dreams. It sculpts the unseen. Activate it with reverence, deep respect for thought and skill. You don't just see the past, you imagine the future with precision. To see it is to remember what could be. If you exist in that future, you can connect to your future self. Just like if you existed in the past, you can use memory to connect to your past self. Use imagination to connect to your future. These are natural technologies of the human design. Earth, the ears, present mode, activation access. The gift is style and form. The spiritual math is experience and intrinsic. Tuning virtue is sincerity. The chakras are the knees and shin in gray, the feet in black. The ruler is flexibility and stability, and to control it is support in gray at the knees and shin, and control in black at the feet. You hear what is real and act accordingly. Earth listens deeply. Action roots it. Move in sincerity, and you gain power through embodiment. Your body hears what the world really means. Your form is truth in motion. To hear is to act in harmony. Water, the lips, future mode, instinct access. The gift is emotion and feeling. The spiritual math is instinct. The tuning virtue, humility. The chakras are the gut in orange and the throat in blue. The rulers are innovation, economy, and communication. The control mechanism is change in orange and commerce in blue. You speak what becomes and feel what once was. What flows through the lips and the gut speak with humility, and your words carve rivers into destiny. Your words ripple into tomorrow, but your instincts come from before memory. To speak is to plant the seed of destiny. Fire, the nostrils, moment of now, intuition access. The gift, again, intuition. The spiritual math, passion and will. The tuning virtue is desire. The chakras are the heart in green and the pelvis in red. You sense what is now. Fire only exists in presence. Fire breathes through you now. Intuition does not plan, it ignites. The ruler is inspiration and position. To control the time travel matrix is service in green and priority in red. Fire only exists in the present. You cannot plan intuition. You can only trust it. To breathe fire is to become the moment itself. And then there's ether, plasma, the sense of touch, which is union access. The gift is connection to all and connection to one. The spiritual math is truth and optimization. The tuning virtues are awe and success. The chakras are your transparent, untouchable shadow and your full spectrum rainbow star. The ruler is skills and talents. To control time travel is principles and virtues within the shadow and influence within the star. You touch what is real. It is the sum of the senses. Touch is the confirmation of form. It is the proof of presence. It is the bridge between dimensions. Touch is not a sense. It is the totality of sensing. It is the union of all elements, the proof that you are here and now. Touch is evidence with compassion. And then the 13 chakras, the harmonic circuit. Your body is not 7 chakras, it is 13 harmonies, each a power and force node of destiny with emotional water, intellectual air, spiritual fire, and physical earth, which controls and navigates your avatar in the great game of life. Let's go over each one. The chakra location, the crown, the color white, the ruler law, in time control offering. The third eye, the color purple, the ruler order, time control sovereign. The throat chakra, color blue, ruler economy, time control commerce. Heart chakra, color green, ruler desire, time control service. The solar plexus in yellow, the ruler energy, the time control activity. The gut in orange, innovation is the ruler, the time control is change. And then you have the generative area in red, which the ruler is position and the time control is priority. The buttocks and thighs in brown, the ruler is severity and the time control is culture. The knees and shin in gray, the ruler is flexibility, the time control is support. The feet is in black, the ruler is works, the time control is control itself. The shadow, the color is transparent, the ruler is principles, and the time control is correction. The star, which is the full spectrum rainbow color, the ruler is purpose, and the time control is influence. And lastly, the villain in patina. The ruler is contention, and the time control is evolution. Each is a key to the gate of becoming. Each responds to action, attention, and choice. When they harmonize, time bends with you, not against you. And why does this matter? It's because of war and renaissance. You are in a war, but not of bullets and bombs or armies and flags. This is a war of perception versus participation, being lost versus being aware, a war between being controlled by others or self-determining your own destiny. The controllers do not fear your rebellion, they fear your awakening, because a being who knows how to operate their avatar is a being that cannot be controlled. The Renaissance is not art, it is activation. It is when humans reclaim their own technologies. It is you, not in books or history, but in breath, voice, movement, senses, and will. It is when remembering becomes a revolution. You are a spirit in command of 13 harmonics. You are a soul in motion, memory in muscle, future in form. You are the reasons stars formed patterns. You are the secret they hoped you'd never remember. So remember, and may your navigation be guided by reverence for what you see, sincerity in what you hear, humility in what you feel, passion in what you desire, and connection in what you touch. May you align your chakras to destiny, not by faith alone, but by function. And if you forget again, pause, breathe, Return to the in-between. The controls are still waiting. Your avatar is still alive. You are the greatest living technology this world has ever known and existence has ever created. More advanced than AI, more ancient than language. You are the interface between the stars and the soil. So learn to drive your avatar. Learn to breathe between the moments. Speak like a spirit. Act like a master. Feel like a river. Move like the wind. Remember like the sky. And never forget, with breath I remember. With motion I reclaim. With presence I awaken the avatar. You do not need a savior. You need a mirror. And the mirror says, you were never the passenger. You are the vessel. You are the pilot. You are the Renaissance.